Talk about planning. You know what was planned? Mike Tyson's loss. That's what was planned.
How
That
so?
entertaining? No. Bullshit. Next question.
How was it planned?
But today, I woke up like, oh, fucking on me. Today, but she stuck to me like a disease. Today, she be like, she screaming, fucking please.
What's up? How's life? How's the kids? How's nature?
Complaining.
Complaining?
Complaining about life situations.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it?
Complaints.
Mm-hmm.
It creates awareness.
It creates what?
Awareness. Complaints create awareness.
Okay.
And
what about complaints without follow-up?
It creates annoyance. Disdain. Detest.
Okay,
very repelling, bro. It's repelling, bro.
Can you agree that complaints are a natural part of being a human?
Yes.
Okay. What would you do after complaining to make it efficient? What would be the steps?
After complaining.
Which is identifying the problem.
Yeah. Well, acknowledging their accountability. So you gotta acknowledge your responsibility. You gotta hold yourself accountable for what you didn't do. And then you also gotta assess the situation that you're actually in. You gotta assess who's involved. Whatever parties or variables involved in the situation, you assess that. After you assess that, once you assess yourself first, that's the main key. Complainers tend to assess everything else but them, and then they turn into blamers. Complainers turn into blamers if they don't assess themselves. Accountability. I feel very drawn to just assessing everything first. Think about it. Try not to make shit so personal. I think people complain and then they get to a point where they just talk themselves into making this shit personal. And now it's like, how do you solve it now? Because now you a victim at this point. You done had 8 reasons as to why something happened, and none of the 8 reasons is about you. That's crazy, bro. So, you had nothing to do with this design. Whatever this failure was, or lack of accomplishment, you had nothing to do with it at all. Out of all 8 situations you just laid out, all 8 variables, you just laid out. Not one you put on yourself, bro. Come on. How real are you being? Shake.
How would you work on getting rid of your ego when it comes to facing problematics?
I think working on the ego is something that you gotta do that every day. You don't do it when a problem come up. You do it every day. You check your ego every day. Don't make it complicated. It makes it complicated when we don't check ourselves. If we don't check ourselves every day, then what we doing? We allowing other people to check us. And then we don't like it. We don't like it. I check myself, so it gives me the mentality in which I could be checked on anything I do without defense mechanisms popping up. Feel me? So when people talk to me, it's not like diffusing a bomb to just get to the point. A lot of people, they get defensive, so it's like diffusing a bomb just to tell them what they're doing. They don't even know they're being difficult by being defensive. The reason why they're being defensive is because they're trying to protect their ego. Because their ego is saying, I am. It's about me. So it's like, this is happening to me. Everything in life is happening to me. That's what the ego tells you. It's not true. That's a perspective. It's not true. Just like your ego will tell you, I'm making this happen. You could be in a group where it's like you run a whole business. It's like 50,000 niggas that you got as employees, and because you the CEO, you're like, I'm making this happen. That's your ego talking. Is that really reality? And it's 50,000 people you got on payroll that's doing other work that you're not doing. Just because you taught them something, you made it happen. You're not making it happen by yourself. So the ego allows you to say, I am doing this, or something's being done to me. But nah, things are just happening, bro. So you gotta check yourself. What I do is check myself. So when people check me, it's not trivial to be checked. Once it's trivial to be checked, that's how you know you're the problem. Make sense? Alright. This light is very like, I feel like I'm in a doctor's office.
How do you work on your self-awareness every day?
How do I work on my self-awareness every day?
Do you?
No.
Okay,
I don't.
when you do, how do you work on your self-awareness?
I sit in the dark. Don't watch TV. Don't go on the internet. I sit in the dark and think. That ass serious. Like, that's why I think people not self-aware, because they don't know how to clear the noise out. It's like we wake up in the morning, and then you got the same. People got a routine where it's like they pick up their phone. I turn my phone off. I don't know if y'all know, bro, but if you hold that power button on your phone, you turn your phone off. You can still do that. You turn that phone off, and then you start to feel like, I don't even want to get into it, but look, phones got electric fields, magnetic fields, just like we got magnetic fields. So if you notice why, somebody get too close in your personal space, you feel like a little aggressive, or you feel like you want to tell them back up, you probably want to slap them or something because they too close. That's because they entered your magnetic field. That's what's going on. They didn't actually physically touch you, but they touched the energy field that's around you. That's your personal magnetic field. So if you're living around mad energies piled up on top of you consistently, and you always got a device around you that's signaling another magnetic energy, bro, like, you're already disrupting your focus. So there's mad noise going on that you're not even hearing, but it's happening. So you're distracted consistently. TV playing on and on and on and on. Music playing, that's more vibrations. It's mad vibrations. How can you even know yourself or your vibration or your vibe or your soul or anything, and you consistently have mad shit around you that's vibrating? How could you differentiate who the fuck you are or what your vibration is? I got an answer for you. You can't. You can't. It's impossible. So, like I say, there's a button on your phone, turn it off. There's a button on your computer, turn it off. There's a button on your friends, turn them off. Feel me? Walk away from people. Isolate yourself. Shut up. Stop talking. Listen. You got 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason, right? People talk too much. We like to get a lot of shit out, but we don't get much in. And we consume too much. Niggas want to buy shit, buy this, buy that, look at this, watch this, download that. You wake up, you already downloading what this nigga posted, that nigga posted, and you truly don't even give a fuck about them, bro. So hyper-consumerism is another reason why people just don't really have that self-awareness. They don't know themselves enough because there's not enough time spent being with self. There's more time spent looking at everything else and consuming everything else. So me, I don't subscribe to that. I know me very well, and you can't tell me more about me than I know about me, because I sit with myself in the dark and I can feel my darkness. And just like I can feel my light. And I don't allow nothing to manipulate that. And I used to. So I used to come from that, and I grew from that. Feel me? So I would advise people to at least test it out. Everything I just said, test it out for a week. Let me know how you feel. See, tell me if I'm tripping. Tell me if I'm tripping. Bet.